30 years ago this week, the blizzard of 1996 brought south central Pennsylvania to a standstill.
Yeah, meteorologist Grant Carlton takes a look back at the historic storm and hears from a PennDOT driver who was there through it all.
The blizzard of 1996 buried much of south central PA under several feet of snow with strong winds creating whiteout conditions.
You have to start shoveling this. This is murder. This is murder on your back.
Interstates were closed, cars were stranded, and entire communities were effectively cut off.
The biggest issues that they had, and it was everybody's problem, was the people who were on oxygen and that had prescriptions that they had to have daily, and they couldn't get out to get any of that.
For PennDOT operators at the time, like Gary Ishman, even familiar roads quickly became dangerous.
When winds were blowing, I had no idea where I was at. I actually pulled over trying to get some bearings on where I was out in Route 30, and Route 30 is a straight, pretty much straight roadway, and you just couldn't see. You couldn't see nothing.
Since 1996, winter storm response has changed dramatically. Forecasting is more precise, communication is faster, and PennDOT crews now rely on larger trucks, modern equipment, as well as real-time road data to prepare days in advance and respond more efficiently.
We would have had the equipment we have now back then. It would have been a lot easier and a lot better for us to open up the roadways and get things taken care of.
Now, 36 years after starting with PennDOT, Gary is set to retire this month, and storms like the blizzard of 96 still stand out.
Kind of stuff goes a long way when you sit and think about what you did, you know, what you actually saw.
Grant Carlton, Fox 43 News.
And Andrea, when I see that video, it brings back a lot of memories for me. I was here covering that. You were 9 years old.
Yeah, I was.
It was quite a storm, and depending where you lived, it varied on how much snowfall you got, but a lot of folks were certainly shoveling out of at least 30 inches of snow around the region.
Yes, and we were in the sweet spot. And I say we, Evan, because I lived in Delaware County, just outside the Philadelphia area, and see this heftier ribbon? We were all in it. This was at least 20 to 30 inches, so 2 to 2.5 feet. But we know very well there were isolated areas, some of these pockets here, where areas got closer to 3 or 3.5, maybe even 4 feet. A pretty incredible storm for sure.